I'm gonna show you exactly how I can get 1 cent followers using Facebook ads, well, really Instagram ads on the Facebook ad manager service. Here's some of the results I've seen. We were getting about 200 new followers a day on this account, and we were spending about $2 a day to get these results. That is 1 cent followers. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the process of Facebook ads and each thing that you should be thinking about when you're going through this process, and how to get the best possible results. And if this video gets 600 likes or more, if we can break that 600 like mark, I'll go ahead and make a video of me using an example account and showing you guys exactly step by step what I'm gonna do for the account, for the Facebook ads, and then actually grow it using like $100 ad spend, so that you guys can see me actually do it for myself, and so that you guys can learn from that. I think that'd be a cool video to do, but I want to make sure that you guys actually want that video before I do it. Now, you may be saying, who are you? How do I know I can trust you? And I have an Instagram growth agency. This video is actually sponsored by them. If you want to grow your Instagram, definitely email me. It's down below. And we grow our clients' accounts by 400 all the way up to 30,000 real and targeted followers. Here is some of the results that we get for some of our clients on the screen right now. And I want to show this so that you guys know that I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Instagram growth. Also, if you have not already, please consider subscribing. It is free and you can always unsubscribe later. Our videos are all about Instagram growth, Instagram marketing. So if you're interested in that, please consider subscribing. All right, so let's talk about why running ads for Instagram growth is really good right now. And Instagram is really trying to combat a lot of the Instagram automation and the spamming that's happening on the platform. You guys know that I normally talk about follow for follow, follow unfollow method to grow your Instagram account. And that's what we do on a lot of our clients. And it works great as long as you know exactly what you're doing and you're able to stay out of trouble. There are a lot of times where people run into issues where they get action blocks, and this is why a lot of the issues that you run into is why running Instagram ads is a great alternative to those methods. And because Instagram will never get mad at you for spending money on their platform and buying their ads. Using Instagram ads is the safest way to grow your account on Instagram, and you can get great results as long as you know what you're doing. The number one thing is to use the Facebook ad manager platform on desktop. I think they also have an app which you can use, but I would suggest just using desktop in case some of the features are hidden on there, which I don't know if they are. When you use the promote button on Instagram, they don't give you all of the options that you would get on Facebook ad manager. You also won't get as good results because of this. I just want to butt in really quick. These were really nice comments for someone to leave on a previous video, so thank you so much to them. And if you want your comment shouted out in a future video, all you got to do is leave a comment down below and I may choose your comment. I also started a Discord so that you can talk to me and ask any question that you want, even if it's not that you want to do business with me. So definitely join the Discord if you have questions and want to join our Instagram growth community. I would love to have you there. Let's get back into it. So when you do the campaign name, make sure that you have the different factors of the campaign. So any audience that you're testing with, the ad creative that you're testing with, make sure you put that in the name, because the campaign name is the name that you're gonna see on the front end. That's the name that I work with the most. So definitely keep that in mind. You can keep this the same. Auction, you can make it traffic, you can make it brand awareness. Either of those would be good. I would go ahead and go for traffic, and I do keep the swipe up feature when I do run these ads, because a lot of people are used to that swipe up, but they can also just click on your name and go straight to your profile as long as you connect to your Instagram account to your Facebook ad manager, business manager platform. So we'll get into that in a bit. Coming down here for the daily budget, you can work with whatever daily budget you want, but if you're going to be testing with ads, which you definitely should be, testing is huge. You should always test with the targeting, the ad creative, test with everything and find out what works best for you. You can get this all the way down to $1 a day, which is great because then you can test a bunch of different campaigns, see which one is performing the best, and then end up duplicating that and spending more on the ad campaign that is doing the best. So I did notice that this is actually the budgeting in the campaign. You don't want to mess with this. I would just turn that off. Also, this is not the view we want. Let's go ahead and switch to the guided view. This is going to be a lot better than this is what I'm used to making them in. So go ahead and click on a traffic ad. You don't want to turn on campaign budget optimization or A/B testing. I normally just test with the different campaigns. Then you can duplicate a campaign or shut one off that isn't doing well. Go ahead and click continue. Yeah, traffic to a website, that is good. Custom audience, if you can have them saved here. So these are the goodies right here. And what I actually like to do is I like to start with worldwide targeting. So yeah, if you start off with worldwide, the more open and more freedom that you give Facebook and Instagram to mess with your ads, the better they're gonna perform. And in other countries, like third world countries that don't have as many people bidding on those countries, your impressions are gonna be less, or they're gonna cost you less, which means that you're gonna get a lot more of them, right? So if you want really cheap followers, if you want followers for very cheap and you don't care where they're coming from, you can definitely open it up worldwide. Also, if you test with worldwide, you can see where you're getting the most traction. But if you want more higher quality leads, definitely change this to, you know, where you're from, or, you know, you can make this essentially anything. So I live in the United States, so I would probably put the United States in here and keep it to the United States. Or if I'm trying to sell products, I would make it all first world countries that have actual buying power, so that we're not wasting our money on people who can't actually buy products if we're selling a product. And then when you come down here, you know, I suggest opening this up, seeing where most of your people are coming from, or what age group is engaging with your content the most, or your ad the most, or where you're getting your most followers. You can also check your analytics in Instagram and see what age group actually is already following you, and you can base both the age and the gender off of the analytics in Instagram. That's super helpful to look at that. When you go in here and you do interests, you can do a lot of different things. So let's say you're into music, you could just put rap in here, right? So if you do interest rapping, you're gonna see how many people this brings up right here. So that's 39 million people, which is a good amount of people. You want this number to be really high. So you want a really high number here. You want at least 1 million in this potential reach here to get the best results. The more people you have in there, the less expensive each impression is gonna be, less expensive each click's gonna be, less expensive each follower is gonna be. If you don't have at least 1 million people in that potential reach, go ahead and turn on this target expansion, which is going to open that up, make that number a lot larger. Now we're at 240 million. But just for wrapping, we don't need that. And I would recommend making several different variations of this targeting to target different age groups, genders, interests. And you should do a very general interest like this. If you're making hip hop or rap music, definitely do broad targeting like rapping or hip hop. I think there's one in here for hip hop as well, which we could do that, or you can even narrow it down. So let's say narrow audience, they have to be interested in hip hop and rap. So you can do that if you're wanting to narrow it down and make the audience even smaller. I mean, most people who are into rap are also into hip hop, so it only shaved out a couple million people right there. But definitely do a lot of testing with the interests here. Do some testing with really broad, and then also do a lot of testing with very niched down interests. So you can do specific artists in here too. That would be more niche down targeting that you can play around with. You could also make a custom audience or a lookalike audience. So if we go ahead and go in here, connect it to an Instagram account, we can say, okay, digital Dustin, let's connect this to our Instagram account and say, I like to make it people who have engaged with any post or ad in the last 90 days. So that's going to be all of the active people on your Instagram account. And once you make this, you can name it whatever. Once we've made the account, once we've named it, then we can go ahead and do a lookalike account. You don't need to make this, you know, more percentage. 1% will be fine. That's going to give you a lot of people that it is going to reach. You can also do targeting in here. I'll just keep it US. Normally I like to make this worldwide, because then you can use that targeting or the lookalike audience with worldwide if you want, or then you can add in the filtering later on in the actual ad. So if you go ahead and do create audience, it's going to create this lookalike audience, and then we can go ahead and use that as the targeting. I'm not going to go ahead with that yet, because I want to show you guys what it's like if you don't have that data available to you yet, or if you don't connect to your Instagram account. So this would be the way to do it if that is the case. Normally it's going to get you better results. I have had some cases where the native targeting on Instagram actually does perform better, or I mean the Facebook ad manager. The native targeting on the Facebook ad manager does perform better, but that is a rare case. Normally, if you use the lookalike audience of people who have engaged in your posts, that does work better most of the time. So then you're gonna wanna go in and do manual placement. I really like to make my ads with Instagram stories. That is where the best results come from for me. So I do get rid of all of this and I make sure that it's only going to be in the Instagram story. So right there, Instagram story, that is the only one. I mean, of course, that's only going to be on mobile, so you can go ahead and switch the device if you want. And then this is where you want to set your daily budget. So go ahead and make it $1 so that you can do testing. Once you're done with your testing and you know which ad is performing the best, what targeting is performing the best, you would go ahead and duplicate the campaign. You wouldn't just increase the budget. If you increase the budget, it's like starting that campaign all over again, and sometimes when you do that, the results will actually not be as good. It is always best to duplicate the campaign and make that one start fresh. If you are getting a campaign that is getting you good results, definitely keep that one running. So when you're setting the identity of the Instagram account or the account that the ad is going to be coming from, the thing that is important here is the Instagram account. Make sure that you connect your Instagram account to the Facebook ad manager so that you can actually send it from your account. It's a really easy way to show that the ad is coming from you, and it gives them another place on the screen to actually click to get to your profile. So you definitely want that. You can add in the video here, and what I recommend doing is making a Instagram story. Literally just make an Instagram story on Instagram and use that. The ones that I've seen that have performed the best is either me talking into my phone. So literally just going like this, talking into your phone, and letting people know the benefits of following you or the benefits of your account, why they should take an action, why they should follow you, telling them right there what they need to know to follow you. Or do some sort of a cliffhanger where you put, like, I've done like blank screens. I'll actually show you on the screen right now an example of one that I've done before. Just a blank screen. You have the animated like GIFs that are on the screen. You create some sort of curiosity and get them to click onto your page. These perform really well for getting clicks. And then if your profile is set up correctly, then they're gonna convert and become a follower. Make sure right here for the website URL, you're putting in your Instagram account URL so that they can swipe up and also get to your Instagram account. So when you go through all that, then you can set it up, and then it'll be set up as one of your campaigns. As you can see right here, these are some of the campaigns I've run in the past for myself. The one that I showed earlier was actually for a client and wasn't for me. But what you would do if this one is performing well and you want to make a new one is you duplicate it. You don't stop it like this one is currently stopped. You leave it running, you duplicate it, and then you just start up a copy of that same campaign if you want to run that campaign and spend more money on it. When you duplicate it here, you can actually change the budget before you start it. That is what I would suggest doing. So yeah, I hope with these tips you can start to get 1 cent followers just like I am able to get. I hope this really helps you out. If we reach that 600 like mark, I'll go ahead and make a video of me making a new account and seeing how much we can grow it with $100 and going through the whole process with you. I think that'd be fun, so make sure you let me know that you're interested in that if that is something that you want to see. Thank you so much for watching this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now. It's funny because I know no one ever watches to this mark, so if you made it this far, make sure to comment Facebook ads at the bottom, and I'll know you're a real one, made it to this last 20 seconds. But yeah, if you're interested in watching something else, there should be videos on the screen right here. Definitely check those out. And yeah, thanks for watching.